All right, 22 long rifle, first cantaloupe. First cantaloupe. So what do you notice right off the bat? Not much. Now if we go down there and I miss, I'm going to be really embarrassed, but I'm pretty sure that's right in the cantaloupe. All right, the second one is going to be 9mm full metal jacket. Is that in here? Full metal jacket for the first cantaloupe. Jacketed hollow point, first watermelon. Do it again? Let me go cold for a second. Yep. Sure. So while we're cold, let's take a look at those first three.
Which gun were you using?
All right, well, let's start over here anyways. Open up your ears there. So here's our 22 long rifle, right? We've got small entry, nice small entry, a little bit bigger in the back. We'll split this one open later, but I'm going to tell you that you're going to see just one clear channel. And actually, you can pass this around. We don't even need to split it open. You can look straight through that one. That's a nice small channel. Nice small channel. Right? Now, this is a 9mm full metal jacket. Here's our entrance. Here's our entrance, right? It's split a little bit here. Bigger exit, okay? Now this one too, actually I'm not going to cut this one either because I'm going to pass it around. You can look straight through it. You can see the cavity, and it gets it's a little bit messy, so hold it at the ends, but you can see the difference there right off the bat. Now, this blew up a hair more than we expected.
No, didn't get you? No.
This is a 9mm. This one was the jacketed hollow point compared to the 9mm full metal jacket. So if you compare that one to this one, I mean this kind of obliterated this watermelon, right? Right. Now the big difference between that one and this one, this cartridge, the bullet in the cartridge is designed to open up and deliver energy differently, right? That one stays together, it punched straight through. You can see a cavity, but this one absolutely released energy in all directions, and we pretty much shredded that watermelon. So let's see how we do with the other ones. I'm less optimistic that we're going to keep these together, but
I'll save this one for one after.
yeah, that one, yeah, that one's
This is the 22. Yep.
so we'll clean these up after. Yep. So let's finish up with the other calibers and see how we do. If anybody's interested, it's a Smith & Wesson 686 revolver. We're going to shoot the 38 and the 357 mag out of the same gun. so.
You hit it?
I hope I did.
It looks like you hit it dead on.
Like I said, it's very, very embarrassing to miss when you do these things. All right, so that was 38 special jacketed full metal jacket. This is 357 mag. So the big difference here is your 38 special that I just shot. This is 357 mag. Right? This is a hollow point round. The diameter is the same, relatively. The cartridge itself is just slightly longer. This is a much hotter round. We'll shoot the watermelon on the bottom left. It's on that paper that I passed around. The 357 weights on there. All right. That sounds right. All right, 357 mag. First watermelon on the bottom round. So, again, same gun, same diameter, roughly similar cartridges, much more energy out of the 357. Also, the bullet design is a hollow point versus a jacket bullet, right? So that's that one.
The next 45 ACP out of the Timber SIF is a 4-inch barrel.
Am I shooting it?
I wanted to hit.
All right.
I think you'll find the trigger to be quite nice.
All right. Right. This is, yep, jacketed, full metal jacket, 45.
Probably 230 grain, I imagine.
And bottom row, next pumpkin in line, next watermelon in line there.
All right, I need a second here.
For the 357 mag, should have been, yep, exactly. All right, so we're going to switch shooters here for a second. Ryan, now we're moving up to the rifle rounds, right? We have 2 rifle rounds to do. I'll just point out that the difference between the 357 mag with the jacket and hollow point and the 45 in full metal jacket, I didn't obliterate the watermelon with the full metal jacket. So every jacket and hollow point that we shot has absolutely obliterated what we shot it at. Yeah. Now, Ryan is going to shoot, let me see your magazine. Yep. All right, we have 2 rounds loaded here. The first one is a frangible. Does everybody understand frangible? It's essentially it's a compressed bullet that is designed to essentially dissolve what it hits the target. And the round behind that is 223 full metal jacket. So we'll see the energy difference between those two.
So you'll see the front, and as the sound suppressor, it doesn't change the velocity at all. It's just going to be a little easier on everybody's ears. Okay? All right. Okay.
And you are on, watermelon at the bottom.
Middle watermelon in the bottom. Everybody's ready?
So that was frangible. That's the first time I've shot a frangible round. I've seen a frangible round into a watermelon. I had no idea what it was going to do. That was pretty interesting. Next one's a full metal jacket, last watermelon, and we'll see what the difference is.
We can shoot that honeydew with it if you want to.
Yep.
Have to give me one more.
Yep. Alright, so at this range, not a whole lot of difference between those 2 rounds. The energy delivery on at hold for a minute. We'll take a walk down there. Good. All right. Let's take a look at what we shot. Yeah, a little bit, huh? All right. So the last watermelon standing that we didn't destroy is actually probably a really good example here, right? So
What did you shoot that one with?
this one was 45 Full Metal Jacket.
This was 45 Full Metal Jacket.
This
This
one
one
was.
was.
No, that was a 38.
No, this was
That
definitely
one
the
was?
45. That was the 38 that went right through.
Oh, okay, you're right. Okay.
Just a chunk flew off in the back.
That's right. So 38. You have a nice small entrance wound here, right? You can see this one's a little tougher to pass around, but you have a nice small wound here, and then on the back. So there's your exit, right? And now this one we are going to cut open. There's a nice big channel in here. So this is a really good view of this. So you have your entrance here, right? And this is solid fruit. You have some cavitation here, but you can see it build right here, right? You can see this nice cavity right through here, and your exit is here. This is cavity. Yeah, this is just a temporary. This is a permanent cavity. Now the temporary cavity in this one, it's tough to see. If we slow down the video, you'll see the whole melon expanding a little bit, but this is your permanent cavity right through here, and you can see that pretty well. Where, all right, now this was our 45.
Yeah.
But in any case, so we blew off a side, but you still see the cavity through here, right? A little bit bigger than the 38, right? It's a little larger energy transfer, but you can see where the materials move to the side and broken up in this channel. Now your exit wound here, again, so the watermelon's brittle, right? The shell cracks, skin expands. You still have a good rip through here. We blew off a panel, but they're very different. Anyways, so that's your 45, that's your 38, and everything else pretty much disintegrated. So that's your energy transfer, right? The substantial damage. This is a chunk left from a rifle round, but translate this to
Your head.
a deer, a person, whatever, right? It's pretty much obliterated. Very, very small projectile, very, very, very high speed, and this is a damage kit. Any questions on that? I am curious if we have a second. You want to shoot these with a rifle round? I think the cantaloupe reacts a little bit different than the watermelon, and why don't we put one to the side? Well, because the density of the fruit, yeah, exactly. This is, I think you have a lot more water content in those, and it might react differently.
In which one?
I think the watermelon's a little more dramatic than the cantaloupe. We may get a rifle round through this cantaloupe with less
The thing
devastation.
about the 223 rifle, so if I put a soda can here, just a Coke can, and shot from this close range, most likely what would happen is the bullet would pass right through the soda can, leave a very small hole, and the soda can wouldn't even move. It's traveling so fast, such little material for it to displace, it wouldn't even move. The reason these react so violently is because of the water content. And most mammals are 90% water. Empty soda can. Empty soda can.
So, and actually, I'm going to cut. We'll shoot this one. I'm just going to cut this one open because we looked at it, but we got to go to the channel here again. That's actually a good view right there. So you have a good view of cavitation right through here, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, pretty good.
Exactly. So in any case, so let's just put one more round in that one, see what happens, and then we'll call it in. Yep. Anything that expands though, yeah, go with a high expansion round. Alright?
Full metal jacket.
What's that?
That should show. That should show it too. You want some?
You're still handling it. Good? Let's take a look. Alright, so that one, oh, there we go. So here's your entrance on this one, right? We're going in this direction. Entrance, big exit. It didn't blow it into smithereens like the
That's a
watermelons.
full metal jacket.
That's it, right, exactly.
If it was a fragmented,
It
bullet.
probably would have, right, exactly. Probably would have blown out the side even more. But that's, it's a mess. You guys are welcome to pass it around if you like. But you get the picture, right? I mean, that's a pretty good demonstration of the amount of force going through. And again, this is a different melon, so that's, I think all in all, we demonstrated what we said this morning, right? You can see the difference between 22 all the way up to a high-powered rifle going through fruit, of course. I think we can see some cavitation. We can see the entrance, the exit wound. You can see the different energy transfer based on bullet changes, right? The 9mm jacketed versus hollow point. It made a big difference in how it reacted with the target. So that's what we were set out to do. I think we did it. I think now's probably a good enough time to take questions before we close up altogether.
Quick one.
Hey, you guys got a minute to just help with questions if there's anything? Yeah, thanks.
The
Sorry, go
22
ahead.
being a small exit wound, the 223 being a much bigger one.
Yep.
Now, what would cause that? The temporary or the tumble?
So in that case, it's all velocity. Yep. It's just the speed going through. It's transferring so much more energy. That it has more energy to give, and it gives it to the target much
So
much
how
more
come it's
readily.
coming out the back? I mean, it's transferring in, so it's the temporary wound that's causing the energy? Or?
Well, the temporary wound is a result of the energy transfer. There's so much more energy transfer, you have more damage.
Again, like we said, right? So water does not compress. It's not like air. So when you introduce the projectile into this, that's essentially a closed unit, right? It's going to increase pressure inside of it because it's coming through so quickly that pressure needs to go somewhere. The water doesn't compress, which is why you see these impressive cavities and exit wounds.
So it's probably the temporary, although it's temporary, it's causing a lot of pressure.
You're witnessing the temporary. There's a larger, you're witnessing the permanent cavity. There's a large temporary cavity that comes with the energy transfer as well. Yep.
Is it like a balloon, right? Because you would go up the balloon and then it comes back. It's still expanded.
Exactly.
It's a little fluttery. But
Think of it like an
still big
elastic
enough to
band.
start.
Yep. Stretches. Yep. So and that's like you said, if it's fruit, it's a bear, or your fellow man. That's what bullets do. So, any other questions about this presentation?
I think it was a
I got one question.
Good.
You had said when the 22, you had said when it